loves, it's Kzeefitness. Welcome back to my channel. It is 3 weeks since I posted my last YouTube video. Hashtag so sorry. Today's video is going to be more of just like an update and everything that has been going on in my life during this last 3 weeks of my prep for my powerlifting competition, which is in April. So I'm also going to try Bang Energy for the first time, this flavor. So you guys will know if it's good, trash, whatever. We're gonna try it. Maybe this becomes a regular thing. I try Bang for the first time during the prep series because I'm getting ready for the gym. So I'm trying to kind of steer away from taking powdered pre-workouts right now. So next best thing is this. Fuck. Ooh. Ooh. By the way, this is, what flavor? Sour Heads. I don't know why I picked this up, but we're gonna try it. Fuck no. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, that tastes, Scored 0 out of 10. This literally tastes like a really shitty pre-workout that's been like poorly mixed together. Okay, this is like the worst one I've ever tried with Bang. Would not recommend. Anyways, let's just start with my training because why not? My training over these last 4 weeks has been incredible. My squat has I've literally doubled my 3RM. Right now my predicted 1RM for my squat is 385 pounds. Which is so cool. The most I've done is 360, so I'm definitely going to be testing my 1 rep maxes for my lifts very, very soon. I still have about 13 weeks until my competition, which is plenty of time for training. But my squat has increased tremendously. My bench has also increased. My lift in that feels super strong. Right now I am lifting with a heeled platform for a shoe, so like a squat shoe. And I just feel like it keeps me nice and tight when I'm going to do my initial press. My thing was before I was very, very, very loose and like didn't really know how to work my upper body because my breast augmentation, I was still trying to recover, but now I feel like I'm at a point where I can really train and fatigue my chest and it feels really, really good. So my lift on my bench has gone up. I'm doing about 115 for 5 reps for a few sets. So I think my 1RM could be somewhere around 130, 135, but I really don't know until I test it. But I really want a squat. I really want to bench plate by the time April comes around, which I think is totally realistic. If I can even do like 150, that would be so cool. Like that would be ultimate goals for me. Just because, yeah, bench is my worst lift. And my deadlift. So talking about deadlift, I really have not trained it this phase as much as my squat or my bench. I train squat and bench 2 times a week, and my deadlift I was only doing once a week. So on this next 4-week phase, I'm training all lifts 2 times a week. My deadlift max is around 300 right now, which is not that good. I definitely want to get it to around 315 if I can, 325, 330 for the competition. So I have some pretty hefty numbers that I really would like to hit by the time April comes around. But so far in this first phase of training, it has proven to be a really good block for me. So I'm just hoping we continue on that path with my lifts. Now, if we switch into nutrition, my nutrition, as I'm sure many of you, is a part I struggle with a lot. I'm not gonna just bullshit in and say, oh, I don't struggle or always struggle like a little bit. Like I struggle with nutrition because when I lost all my weight initially, I was so malnourished. I just wasn't giving my body nutrition that needed. I wasn't feeding for performance. I was feeding purely for weight loss. I've gained about, and honestly, I've not said this to anyone, about 45 pounds back from my lowest weight, which is tough for me to say because you never want to say this is the number. It's really difficult, but talking to my psychologist, talking to my dietitians, to my coach, it's like a number doesn't really matter. Like, it's cool to say I lost 100 pounds and kept it off, but it's also fucking cool to say I lost 100 pounds. Now I'm a power lifter who's going to qualify for nationals, and I live a healthy ass lifestyle and I'm happy. That's the thing. Like, if you lose weight, that you still lost that weight. That's never going to be taken away from you. I still lost 110 pounds. Right now, I might only have lost and kept off 60, but who fucking cares? I still lost the weight and I changed my lifestyle. And I think that's what so many people forget when they are on a fitness journey, is they're like, oh no, I'm gaining some weight back. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Your body clearly cannot stay at that low of a weight. When I was at 120, my body clearly could not function properly at 120, which is why I started eating more carbs, which is why my body's like, feed yourself, please. So just getting into powerlifting has been so empowering for me. Also primarily because I think I honestly do struggle still to this day with the scale and what it says, and you know, I'm based off of what the scale says. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm so much more than a number on a scale, and I think that's so important for so many people to remember when they're on a fitness or health journey. You are more than a number. You are more than your weigh-in that day. You are more than you know. And I think society just is like, oh, if you weigh 130, you're fit. Oh, BMI says you're morbidly obese when you're clearly super in shape. Like, it's just things to take into account that don't let one specific thing define if you're healthy or successful or strong or empowering. Like, you are so much more that is out there right now. And that's what I'm trying to tell myself and remind myself about, because my nutrition is something I struggle with. I struggle with tracking. I struggle even more with following a strict program. The dietitian, the sports dietitian I'm working with right now, originally put me on a very strict, very plain program. And that's okay. That's okay, but I tried it and it just was not working. I was like, this is not working for me, okay? Okay. So I inputted the macros into MyFitnessPal. And now I've made a promise to myself to track everything that goes into my mouth, because I do want to lose 13 pounds before April, which is 100% realistic. You can lose a pound a week, and that's a slow way of doing it. The minute you're doing 1.5 pounds to anything plus, that becomes a little more drastic and a little more unrealistic. I'm at a point where I'm just like, you know, if I stick to the macros and I trust the dietitian and I follow through, I will be fine. And that's where I'm trying to get myself at. And I'm going to tell you, I fucking failed following a strict program. And when I was talking to my psychologist about this, I was like, oh, like, I can't follow anything. Like, it makes me feel bad about myself because so many people say they can do it. She said, and this was such a good thing for me to remember, and maybe for you guys to take home. When I was losing weight originally, I was so strict with my program. I was restrictive. I was, not feeding my body properly, and my body was telling me, you need more, you need more, you need more. Here's the signs. You're lightheaded, you're fatigued, you're whatever. And I wouldn't cue into those. And so now that my body and my brain sees, oh, it's another strict program that she's trying to follow to lose weight, we're going to go back to the point where we were so malnourished. My body doesn't, and my brain more specifically doesn't really want that. And so I'm trying to understand and work around my brain and really work around what's going to be the best for me in this part of my journey. And that is just tracking my macros and staying firm to them, and not flexible and not intuitively eating anymore, but really just making sure I know what's going into my body, but not being like, you can only have tuna with brown rice and that's it. It's okay. It's okay if you're not good on strict programming, because I'm not. I offer it to my clients. Some of them fucking kill it. Like, they are so good with it. We do adjustments. They're like, I love this. I still love this. I love this. I'm like, okay, good for you. I don't like that. And that's okay. We're not all the same person. We're not all supposed to be eating the same way, the same macros, the same food. And that is life. That is life. And that is what happens. You know, it will not always be easy. There will be days I've realized, just even these past weeks, that it's going to be difficult and it's going to be tough. And some days I'm not going to want to do it. And on those days, I'm not going to force myself. I hate reading posts on Instagram saying, you're not going to want to do it some days, but you need to do it. No, you don't. If you're not feeling it, if you're genuinely not feeling it, step back, go outside your body, realize it, come to terms, create a plan that you're going to execute tomorrow, and enjoy and be aware today. And I think that's so important. These next 13 weeks are so vital for me, just because I really want to prove to myself more than anything that I can do it. And you know, I'm just going to keep you guys updated. This was definitely tough for me to film. It's hard to open yourself up to people that you don't really know, although I love you all, and kind of just explain what you're sucking at. But part of the reason I do it is so that you guys can understand that you are not alone. There's people who are fucking struggling too, and those people coach other people. Me. That does not mean that just because I can't follow a strict program doesn't mean that I'm not educated, doesn't mean that I can't lose weight again, doesn't mean that I can't get stronger. It just means that doesn't work for me, and that's it. That is it. That is all. That is it, period. End of story. And so just be super aware of that. You don't need to do what the person next to you is doing, which is why I think working with people who understand you and care for you and get where you're coming from is so important, which is why I love working with clients of mine, because I'm able to really help and assist and understand where they're coming from in the struggle, which is why I also work with people who I feel understand me and can help me. Moral of this video is my training has been incredible and I could not be happier with that aspect. My nutrition was tough the past 3 weeks, so tough, but I'm in a mental space where I'm able to find what works for me, work with my dietitian, really find a groove, lose that weight that I would like to lose heading up into April. I love you guys. If you're new here and you please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. There's so much hate in the world and none is needed here. Please make sure to turn that post notification bell on so you never miss a video from this prep series for powerlifting. If you guys want to join the Kzeefit fam or work with me for Kzeefitness online coaching, feel free to check the link below in my bio. I am currently accepting some new clients for January, which is so exciting. I am going to be providing anyone who signs up before January 2nd with 1 month free at checkout, so you don't have to worry about anything. Thank you for sitting and watching, and thanks for all the support you've shown me up until this point. I honestly cannot put into words how genuinely blessed I am to have every single one of you in my life. And get ready for a New Year's video coming out on January 1st. I love you so much.